Welcome back to 18 News. Time once again for our weekly visit to the Dubois County Humane Society. And join us this week once again, of course, is Linda Davis. And also we have a special guest, Mariah Cummings, who is a fosterer, I guess, of all the pets here at the Humane Society. We'll get to her in just a second. But this week we're going to spotlight Skip.
That's correct. We got a call that there was a dog just roaming free, another stray, and of course the police were also called, and they took the dog to Dogwood, which was very gracious of Dogwood, takes care of many dogs in these situations. And the veterinarian there found out that Skip had some kind of blunt force trauma which fractured the dog's vertebrae. It could have been a baseball bat, it could have been a car accident, but he was in very bad shape. They named him, and Skip is the sweetest dog. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. He has a really special looking face, and he has kind of a strange teeth setup, makes him look like he's snarling, but he's actually the friendliest, all that he's been through, and he is the friendliest, sweetest little guy. He sure needs a good life from now on. But before he finds that forever home and a very good life, which he so deserves after what he's been through, he needs 4 to 6 weeks of healing. And we named him Skip because when we got Skip, he was dragging his back legs due to the fractured vertebrae. We weren't sure if he was going to be paralyzed or not, but he started moving those back legs and dragging them in such a way that when he walked, he looked like he was skipping. Okay. So we called him Skip. But he needs 4 to 6 weeks of healing, and boy, are we lucky that we have a foster person that's going to take him into her home and take care of him for these 4 to 6 weeks. You can still make an appointment to see Skip. You can still apply for Skip and take him home when he's ready to be adopted to his forever home. But I can't thank Mariah enough.
Right. And
what inspired you to do this kind of thing?
Right. First of all, again, Mariah Cummings is joining us today, and she does a lot of fostering.
Yes, I do. When I lost my dog of 15 years, about 6 years ago, I just got a burden on my heart to start helping them, and I started fostering, and I started working with local rescues, and then I found Dubois County Humane Society, and I absolutely fell in love with this place, and I just really wanted to help out in my local community.
Great. And how often do you do it? Just every time when they say, did they just give you a phone call or whatnot, or you just stop by and see them, right?
Facebook me, text me, message me. We need help, and then if I can, of course, I'm there.
When you have, say, like when you're going to take Skip with you, I believe, yes. So when you take Skip home with you, just basically what do you do?
Make sure he has a really comfortable bed. I get all the information from the staff here, special diet if he's on meds. I keep him comfortable. Every dog's different. So Skip needs a quiet, calm place. So he'll be in my garage/apartment. Okay. So he won't be around my other dogs or my kids, because that's not what Skip needs. When I foster puppies, they get around my dogs and other kids.
Okay.
Not Skip.
Okay. So, I mean, do you have children yourself?
I do. I have 3 boys.
Okay. Now, do they take part in this as well?
Definitely. My middle son is going for his Eagle Scouts, so his community service is helping me with the foster dogs.
Great. And, honestly, again, Linda, as far as having, people who foster animals and pets here, how often do you find a need for that?
We have a need for that 24/7. We do not have enough foster homes. We are so indebted to Mariah and the way that she tailors the program to the animal and what they need. We really would enjoy having more foster people. We need more foster people. It's very gratifying, even though it takes up some of your time and you really have to be diligent about the situation. And it is a temporary situation. We do have what's called foster failures. And what that means is when it's time for them to return the dog after it's in good health, or we found a permanent family for the dog, they can't give it up. Okay. So you do have that attachment, but in the meantime, when you see a dog in need like this, it's just wonderful that we have someone that'll take the dog into their home and give it the special care it needs until it's perfectly healthy. We think this dog is only 2 or 3 years old. This dog has many years ahead of it. This dog is so thankful. We get dogs in here that you think would be not trusting of people, but actually many dogs that have been through a lot of troubles are very appreciative of what you give them. And this is one of those dogs. He has so many years left, and he'd be a wonderful wonderful, wonderful pet.
Great. Speaking of foster failures, Mariah, any experience in that?
Yes,
Really?
I do have a foster failure. A pointer pit mix that I pulled for a rescue in Indianapolis.
Oh.
And all of her puppies got adopted, and when the adoption applications came in for her, I said no.
Nonetheless, so okay, great, and of course, best of luck to Skip, and good luck with your fostering of this, Mariah. We'll talk about one other thing we want to talk about today. At least one of the sponsorships is having a yearly kennel sponsorship that they put on often here at the Humane Society.
Now you can imagine that a dog like this, or a dog that comes in with heartworm or surgery, might even cost us thousands of dollars. But if you take the healthy dog that comes in here, a very healthy dog with no special medical treatments, nothing that's going to cost a great expense, we still spend at least $500 on that dog for a year, because as you know, we spay and neuter and give them their shots, we deworm them, we get them groomed for that matter, not to mention the food and so forth during the year. So not an average, but a perfectly healthy dog that comes in here will cost the Humane Society $500 for that year. Now that we are not counting all those special dogs that run into a high expense. Well, we've thought of something that might help us meet our expense, because as you know, we've spayed and neutered over 1,000 dogs last year compared to the 40 to 70 that we used to do in years past. We have a microchip program. We've microchipped over 217 dogs this year so far. We have so many wonderful programs going. We don't want to cut back on those programs. We want to keep going, but they all cost money. So we would like to request the public think about a wonderful thing that we're doing right now, and that is a kennel sponsorship. It's a yearly kennel sponsorship. It is the $500 we need to keep a normal dog for 1 year. These sponsorships will result in a beautiful plaque, which we will show in this program, and these plaques are mounted to the kennel of the animal that you are sponsoring. If you're sponsoring a dog, it'll be mounted to that dog's kennel. If you're sponsoring a cat, it will be in good view of the cat room. And it just does our heart good. We already have had many sponsors, and it does our heart good to see those plaques on there, knowing that people really care and that they would sponsor a dog for 1 year for $500. You know, a lot of people have loved ones that pass away, and their loved one was an animal lover, and they give that kennel sponsorship in the loved one's name, and on the plaque we put in memory of so-and-so and whatever you request that we put on there. Another thing you can do is do it in honor of a beloved pet that passed away. But of course, most people do the kennel sponsorship just in their name, because they're the living animal lover of today.
That's right. And I'm going to just kind of look at this over one more time as you.
Application.
Right. The application is right here. You can pick this up here at the Humane Society, right?
Sure can.
Okay, great. And for a donation of $500, a plaque will be mounted on a dog or cat's cage in recognition for your memorial or honorary contribution to the 2015 calendar year. And of course, this is a wonderful way to celebrate the life of someone that who loved animals or cherished a family pet while helping the animal in the care of the Humane Society. So of course, an application like this can be picked up here at the Humane Society on Worthington Road in Jasper. And of course, our adoption hours are Wednesdays tomorrow, which is from 4:30 till 6:30 p.m. Saturday from 1 till 3 p.m. And of course, you can always stop by, and our phone number here is 482-7387 if you have any questions as well. So again, you know, if you want to stop by and check out Skip or all the other fine animals here at the Humane Society, please stop by in the aforementioned times that I mentioned.
And if you want to be a foster?
Absolutely, but by all means, give them a call here as well. So again, thanks a lot for joining us today, Linda and Mariah. Nice to meet you, and best of luck with him with his fostering.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for watching. Weather's next.